Traders, hustlers, freedom fighters, all that good jazz. You know, so many times I see people just show off their profits and, hey, I made this, I made that. And I don't like doing that all the time. I don't believe in that. What have your people done? What have your members done? How have people around you benefited? It's good and great to show off what you have, but that doesn't help you. Let's be honest. I'm gonna start doing these videos on every 2 days or so, just giving my market analysis on what's going on and what's happening. But in this particular scenario, I gave out trade signal and an analysis, and one of our members hit over $35,000 in less than, I want to say about 32, 35 minutes. Crazy when the bell opened on market opening, right? Crazy, 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 crazy. Super proud of him. I'm just gonna talk about the trade a little bit. So let's get into it. $35,000 in about 32 minutes. Let's go. What's up? It's your boy KC from Circle of Wealth. I get inboxed all the time on what is my analysis, what do I think of US30, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, different Forex pairs and things of that nature. Where do I think the markets are going? All right, so I give out analysis every so often in our Discord, which is free. Check the link down below. There's about 3,000 traders in there, from beginners to expert traders. I got PNC bankers in there. I got some bankers from Barclays Bank giving great insight in there. So check it out, join, it's for free, the link down below. But I got requested to start doing these videos, and for the longest time I was just like, I was against it, I wasn't gonna do it, but I want to do it now. I feel an urge to do it because I feel like instead of answering everybody through text messages and inboxes and things like that, I can just put out these videos and point everybody to the videos, and that will basically hit the masses, right? So I'm gonna try and do it every day to 2 days. I can't promise every day because I do have a family, I have a beautiful fiance, I have a life, I have things going on, right? I have other businesses, brick and mortar businesses. I have Max Tax. If you guys don't know about that, check it out, maxtaxw2.com. But yeah, so I want to start giving the video analysis, quick summary video analysis of different trades I think are going to play out and play out well. I gave out 2 trades yesterday, so I'm going to go over them really quick. Jerome Powell spoke today, speaking about interest rates and the economy and inflation, and basically them not being so aggressive with interest rate hikes, which definitely did give us some extreme price action today, or really good price action. I won't say extreme. CPI gave out way more extreme price action. You saw the charts moving, right? Because of different sellers and buyers being incentivized by different factors, economical factors. But anyways, so let's go into the 2 trades that I gave out, right? So I gave out, I gave out this US30 trade, right? This was about on the 5th of January. I gave out this US30 trade, and I mean, it played out to the T almost. I think we hit TP2 if I'm not mistaken. We didn't hit TP3. So this was a beautiful play, and I'll show you. That's the before, and this is the after. Look at Rondre. Jesus, Rondre killed that play. Bought 6 lots on that play, made $35,000 that day. Unreal, right? So that was the before, and this is the after. Played out to TP2 to the T. I mean, it was a beautiful trade, guys. I mean, easily a 6-figure trade. Right? I took that trade and I made a great amount of money off of that trade. Very happy about that. But then we started to see a lot of exhaustion. We saw a lot of caution candlesticks. If you don't know, these white candles are painted by the CWG algo, which is, I want to talk about that really quick, guys. CWG algo is not a traditional regular algorithm that you're going to see on the market. This is based off of institutional order flow. If you don't know what that is, you need to get very familiar. It's not double tops, double bottoms. This bullshit, technical bullshit. It's more based on fundamentals. Fundamentals is what moves these markets, not this double top, double bottom bullshit. I promise you. Does that play a little bit into it? Yes, but it is not the end all be all. Hey, it bounced here twice, you should buy. No. That's not how markets work, right? And as we see these events that we've never seen before, we're seeing charts react like they've never reacted before, and they're starting to not respond to certain things and certain economical events that they used to respond to in the method that they used to respond, right? So here we see that the caution candlesticks came into play, letting us know that the market is extremely overbought and is due reversal or short-term relief, right? So I called it out. I said that we're about to reverse. Powell has to come in and give investors confidence in the market after depressing NFP. Tax returns back to normal, no stimulus. It's time to turn over. Let me talk about that really quick. When I say tax returns back to normal. Okay, so I have another business called Max Tax, right? Brick and mortar business. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can, right? This business right here, you can look it up, maxtaxw2.com. We help people set up tax offices and help people with tax software and give them the whole shebang, right? Because I have that business, I get an inside look at a lot of different tax returns, over 3,000, actually 6,000 tax returns. And so I get to see what's the average tax return. Last year was like a record-breaking year. I saw people who usually get like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 getting 12. I saw a lady who has 3 kids, usually gets about 9 grand. She got $19,000. Tax returns that we've never seen before because there were so many credits and stimuluses that were given out. It was just weird. We've been living in clown land for the last 2 years. Now it's back to hard money. It's back to reality now. So things are going to contract. Monetary policies are being put in place to contract money flow. And that is going to affect these markets and these charts like you've never seen before, right? So anyways, so that's what I meant when I spoke about the tax returns. But here we see exhaustion turning over, caution candlesticks coming into play into a supply zone, right? This red zone right here. And all of this stuff is auto painted, guys, by the algo, minus the trend line. I drew that, but minus that, everything is auto painted. I'll show you in a second. Rondre, so that was yesterday. And I also said it was over exhausted at a 50% Fibonacci retracement level, right? Which is a very strong Fibonacci level. I hope my family paid attention. US30 is selling off so beautifully. Thank you, big bro, for teaching me to see it CWG forever, right? And so what he's talking about was today. I'll come back to this AUDUSD trade, but I'm gonna go back to the US30 trade. So that was the before, this is the after. As you can see, US30 dropped, I think, when was that signal? That signal was at 33638. So let's see where we're at right now. 33638 came down, dropped about $290 today. It's coming back, giving us a retracement retest, and now giving us a doji, right, on a 2-hour time frame, which is a very strong indication that we're going to have a trend continuation. I believe that this is not a buy yet. It has to close as a doji and a bullish candlestick for it to turn into a buy. But I believe what's going to happen, we're going to see something like this somewhere around this region, and we are going to have a trend continuation, something like this here. It's going to wedge out, and there's going to be a lot of buying pressure and selling pressure. And based on what news comes out, based on what Powell says, based on what Biden is saying, we could either have a breakout to the downside or the upside. I highly believe we're going to have a breakout to the downside. I believe we're going to have trend continuation. Markets have not seen a bottom yet. I don't think that the inflation has been properly priced into the markets as of yet. I think things are much worse off than the media is influencing people to believe, right? So I believe we're going to break these lows and go even further down on US30. I called this original drop. If you look on my social media, and let me turn this off real quick. If you look on my social media on January 4th of last year, I spoke about the drop coming and the market is gonna fall, right? And so January 4th, if you go on my social media, you see it. I spoke about it so many times. January 4th, then what happened was like 2 days later, the market fell and it hasn't come back. That was the apex of the market. January 4th of last year, let me show you. January. Like 2 days later, we had this huge fall, right? And market hasn't been back since. So overall in structure, seeing a retracement around 618, very strong level on a daily time frame. That's why I think we're gonna have a trend continuation. A lot of people aren't paying attention to that. Overpowering amounts of selling pressure here in correlation with interest rates and Powell speaking about neutral interest rates. I think a lot of investors see the bullshit. They see the government and the feds trying to basically just calm everyone down so that there's not a stampede, everybody doesn't go crazy and kill everybody. So that's pretty much my analysis on US30. I do believe that we are going to hit TP2, if not TP3, on the drop down, right? It's showing a buy right now because this has to close. If it doesn't close in a bullish sentiment, it's going to go back to the original sell, which was right here. So I definitely think I definitely see highly likely we're gonna hit back these levels at 3,300, around 3,300, to be very honest with you. And this is a big psychological number as well to break. That's why I think another reason why I feel it was so hard to break this level. And as you can see here, the caution candlestick, oversold market, turned over. So this whole region right here is going to be very hard to break, very hard to break, right? As you can see just on this candle, and this goes into volume profiling. I'm going to do a whole video on it, guys. I'm going to give away a lot of sauce and a lot of the things I use on a daily basis for free. All right, volume profiling. I've never talked about it before, but it's something I use every day. Volume profiling is basically just showing us, it's another form of order flow. It's a visual representation of order flow, which is basically where are the most contracted prices being filled at? Where are institutional buyers and sellers moving towards the most, right? What price do they like the most? And I can already tell before even putting on the volume profiling that somewhere in this region right here is where we're gonna have our POC, right? And what's gonna happen is price is gonna come back around to that POC right here. It's gonna be magnetized and come back here, which again is why I think we're gonna have a retest right here, and then a break down to this demand zone, and then a trend continuation based on what happens with the Feds, right? And any kind of economical stimulants or catalyst that's going to come into play. If we don't have one and it's positive information, upside. Right. All right. So that is US30 Aussie dollar. Saw a nice play on Aussie dollar. Played out beautifully. Up a couple thousand on that right now as well. Oh, this is US30 as well. This was before. So I showed the before and after. This was, we hit TP2 on this one. 33,239 and price 33,239. 33,239. That was like down 33,239. Right about here. And TP2 was up here. But back to the Aussie dollar. Sorry guys, there's so much stuff in here that we give out. I'm definitely implore you to jump in, man. It's free. A lot of free game in here. All right, Aussie dollar. Here we go. Aussie dollar yesterday. Loving this setup. Basically, I took the setup. I didn't go into real detail why I took it, but there's a lot of economical factors why I went into it, right? Told everybody I like this setup. I liked the supply zone it was in. The US dollar was about to be strengthened. I saw the DXY turning over and turning around. The VIX VIX, I'll talk about that in a second, or I might make a whole video on the VIX. That's something else that we look at on a repetitive basis. But anyways, a combination of all those factors is why I looked at Aussie dollar and said, you know, I like this setup, let's take it down. Right, and so this is before, what is this, 4 hour, go to Aussie dollar, 4 hour, oh, this is Aussie dollar, delete anything on here I put, and I'll take off the zones, and this is something you can customize too with the algo. You can turn on supply zones, demand zones, structure. It has pattern recognition to see morning stars and evening stars, which are reversal patterns. As you can see, there's one right here. Morning star was an indication that price was going to go up, and look what happened. Shot the hell up. Guys, the more you understand trading is the easier and the more simple this shit gets, man. And once it clicks, it's so fun because things start to make sense and things start, I'm not saying it will always go in your way. Anyone tells you they have the holy grail, they know how you'll always win with this or yada yada yada, it's bullshit. That's a scam, run away, right? But 7 times out of 10 things start to make sense, and you only need to be right 50% of the time to actually make money in trading, right? Actually less than that, depending on what your risk reward ratio is. You can be right 3 times to break even. So boom, I had this, I think, on the screenshot, and we're starting to break down. This was 0.6692, and we are now at, well, the sell signal was way before that, but I didn't get in right on the sell. 66, is this it? 4. Okay, so the sell signal is here, still falling. selling. We're in profit now. I'd say we're in profit, not a lot, but a good amount of pips. Somewhere 6692. Did I look at that right? 69248. Okay, sorry. 69248. 68992. Okay, I was like, what am I looking at? 68992, roughly about here. So we're up about 16, 17 pips. It dropped down to 40 pips. I'm anticipating that we're gonna get a touch all the way to TP2, which will be 139 pips. But if you took it from the actual signal from the algo, you'll be up 164 pips. But right now, if you did take the signal, you'd be up 40 pips. And again, trade stats, right? That's another feature on the algo. Trade stats, super dope, super cool. It'll show you if the trade lost or won. If it's green, the trade won. If it's red, it lost. So all of these won. So this one won 41 pips. This one won 79. This one won 165 pips, 74 pips, and 45 pips, right? Do all of them win? No. There's losses. Let me show a loss. There we go. 24 pips loss, right? So I don't want to act like, oh, it always wins, but it's pretty accurate, guys. Very, very accurate. All right. So that's my analysis right now. Well, let me finish the Aussie dollar analysis. 6.9. What I think is going to happen, obviously, we're going to come down into this buying pressure down here, and bears are going to overpower bulls due to Powell speaking today, which is going to strengthen the dollar a little bit. We're going to get temporary relief dropping down into this demand zone. Let me turn on the demand. Turn on the demand zones. We're going to get selling pressure down into this demand zone where buyers are going to be highly incentivized at these price points. Look at this rejection, extreme amounts of rejection right here, right? These buyers are going to defend this price point to make sure that they can still capitalize on the initial investment at the buy prices here. These guys, these market makers play games, guys, and you have to start understanding games. Once you understand the games, you kind of see through the matrix. You see the green zeros and O's and all that good stuff, right? So again, selling volume is going to out pressure buying volume. Sellers are going to sell off this market due to the statements Powell made and giving investors brief short-term confidence in the US dollar, right? And I think that's going to be very brief. I think we're going to get price points or price actions into these demand zones, and then you're going to see exhaustion. You're going to see exhaustion candles. Let me turn on the Hikanashi. I really like Hikanashis as well, guys, because I'm a trend trader. I am a swinger. So I like to look for trends, and I like to hold, like Euro NZD. I caught one of the biggest trades of my life on Euro NZD, 1,200 pips. I held it for almost a month, 20 something days, right? No, it was like 1,300 pips. I have a video of it. It should be on my YouTube. But anyways, turnover, fall into this demand zone. Buying pressure is going to outweigh selling pressure, and we're going to see a reversal somewhere in this area with these caution candlesticks here. Turnover like this, boom, take off, right? But right now, I definitely see us hitting TP2 easily. All right, we're gonna get some resistance right here on this area of rejection, but I think it's gonna stretch into TP2 into this demand zone, possibly touching, the trend lines. I'm not a big trend line guy, guys. Trend lines are stupid. They're broken every day. Some people live and die by trend lines, and I see them bust and blow their accounts time and time again. I'm not a trend line guy, right? So we're looking at volume profiling, we're looking at order flow, and that's something else. That's a whole nother video. But I want to make it short, sweet, and cute. There's two plays that are playing out well, and you can still get involved in. I think we're still early in the trades. All right, so I'll give an update. We'll do another one tomorrow, or maybe 2 days later. All right, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I give out these trades and trade analysis. You want to be early to it so you can jump in the trade if you want to. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only, and this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to advise you to do it if you can't afford to do it, or you don't want to, or whatever the case may be. Legal disclaimer, all that good jazz. And yeah, best of luck in your trading. I'm out. After working at SunTrust and seeing a lot of the institutional games that they play, I created a free ebook for you called KC's 19 Essential Trading Traps. And these include a lot of traps that I see novice traders fall into all the time. It's free to you. I want to make sure that you have all the tools that you need as a beginning trader, or even an intermediate trader or an experienced expert trader, to be successful on your trading journey, because this is a very difficult journey to go on by yourself. All right. Also, if you go and download that PDF, you can try out the algo now, guys, for a limited time. For a very limited time, $9.99. I'm that confident in it. We've been seeing phenomenal results with it from all of our members, and I'm that confident in it. If you don't like it, full money guaranteed refund back. See you later. Go get the tools free now at OurCWG.com. Link will be below. OurCWG.com. CWG stands for Circle of Wealth Group. Ours, as in ours, Circle of Wealth Group. Go get the PDF. It's free right now. You can read it on your phone, download it, enjoy. Also, if you've made money with us, if any of these tools or any of these videos have helped you, please comment in the comments below what you like, what helped you, what topics you want us to cover, and also leave us a testimonial on the website if you could please do so. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel, it helps us grow the community, and it helps all of us. All right, best of luck on your trading.